Hey guys, just out in my back field, and I wanted to come see if my deer critters were still around. Really happy to announce that they are still walking around here and still using their trails. Looks to be a decent sized one here, and I've seen a bunch of doe tracks elsewhere. But it just makes me really happy to see that they're still out here and that the hunters didn't get them all. So let's go on a little morning adventure, guys. No tripod today, so it's going to be a little bit shaky. Very cold this morning. Our first real frosty cold morning, I think, yet this season. But it's time. It's definitely time. Now, I've been curious about this little den up here, and I want to see if it's still being used, because I would love to see some tracks. It doesn't look like there's anything coming in and out of there anymore. What a gorgeous morning. So it was interesting, I was just following this deer trail here. Of course, I dropped my glove, I just put it there so I could turn my camera on, but it's just neat watching how the deer had been walking this way, and you see how it kind of doot, and then decided to turn in and go up this way. I absolutely love tracking in the wintertime. It's really absolutely just the coolest thing to be able to watch the animals and see how they're moving and what they're doing. So the deer came, my field is out here, so he came, or she came from the woods here, I would guess. So it looks like the tracks, let's see, so the tracks are coming from these woods here, and then they're coming down, and then down this way is the brook. So it came out of the woods here, and then it was like, oh, I'm going to go this way. Turned around and headed into the field there. So that's really awesome. It makes me really happy. So they're coming from here and going in that way. Now I don't see the trail anymore this way, but I know that there's another area where they hook on just ahead. So let's go see if we can find that. I don't know how much I just messed up, but I was thinking I was recording and I wasn't. So there's another deer here that came this way and went into the woods that way, and then that other deer came this way and went that way. I'm just seeing up here, it looks like maybe another deer. Oh, that's interesting. So it looks like one, maybe two deer, but what's weird about this deer is there's blood. It looks like blood. You can see, and there's just a weird pee pattern here. I wonder, that's interesting. Maybe someone can help me out there, help explain what's going on there. So there's a buck. You can see that's definitely a buck track. And there's a doe. So that's really good to see. That makes me really happy to see that we've definitely got a buck out here and a doe. And then there was those other two tracks just ahead here. So just really telling signs. It's just exciting for me to come out here and do this kind of stuff. I absolutely love it. And I've just been craving getting out here. Usually during hunting season, I try to stay as far away from the woods as I can, just because I don't want to risk it. Accidents do happen, and I don't want to be involved in an accident. So, just really needed to get out. So here I am, and just kind of following some sign. No real agenda. I've got to work later on today, so just seeing what I can find. It was interesting seeing that blood back there. Now, I don't know anything about deer when they're in heat or whatnot, or what time of year they come in heat, but I guess that could be a possibility. I don't know. My favorite time right now is just being out here and enjoying this peaceful quietness after the snow. So you can see the brook right down there, possibly. I don't know if you can make it out yet, but we'll check that out eventually also. Just kind of following this main trail for a little ways, and then we'll hook down to the brook, and we'll probably walk that brook back. So I can see one of the deer went off this direction, but I think one is still going this direction, actually. Nope, it looks like they both went off in that direction. But that's okay. I'm still going to go this way, and I bet you we'll catch up with... There's 2 more areas up here that I have come across deer on these trails, so we're going to go see if I can find some more. Now, I don't feed the deer myself purposely, but... Oh, you're picking up some tracks here. But I do put my compost out, and I make it a point when I put my compost out to not put things that would be bad for deer. I won't put bread out there. I just won't put certain items in my compost, but I eat a lot of fresh vegetables, and I just feel the need and desire to give it back to the earth, whether it be the animals that come in to eat it, like the deer, or the ground to fertilize it. So we're hooking onto another deer trail here. And I find that the deer come in quite frequently to feed off of my scraps. So I like to see that they're doing well, and coming out here, seeing these tracks out here just gives me that verification that, they didn't all get taken this hunting season, and there's still some out here. I do see when they come into the yard, and I can see them, there are 2 does and 2 yearlings. Each doe has 1 yearling. This is one of the areas where they branch off, and then the trail's going to cut in here just a bit. So I'm just showing you there's just all different tracks out here. So it's really nice to see that I can tell the does are here, and I can also see that there is a buck here. We had a really nice, or I had a really nice 8-point buck go through my field probably 2-3 months ago. And it's just neat to see the tracks, because I only see one set of buck tracks. This is a good way to show you. You can see these 2 looks like little eyeballs, if you will. Those are from the back of their claws. And when they press down in the snow like that, you can see that. That's how you can know that there is a buck out here, our male deer. So you can see they've recently come through here. You can kind of tell that their tracks are a bit dirty. So they broke through the mud up here. You can see it's just a bit wet and muddy. This must have been probably yesterday, because this is frozen over on the night, and I don't see any tracks going through it. So those tracks back there were probably from yesterday, I would say. You can see how dirty they are. And then this trail just goes right in the woods here. This is a very frequently used trail, and there's a lot of deer sign out here. So my hope is that we actually run into them, but if we don't, we can still see their sign, I'm sure of it. So you can start to see their trail here. And I'm actually just going to pause the video just a little bit so that I can get into the woods here. I know it's really bouncy without my selfie stick, so I'll be right with you guys. Hang tight. So I just came across a huge blowdown from this windstorm that we had. This was the trail, and there's a huge poplar tree that has blown down. So that's why the deer aren't using this as readily. I saw that the deer had gone off into the woods this way, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So you can see where they're going in this way, and the blowdown is just out here. So we're going to follow this trail. So where I am now is where I showed you the bobcat sign, and so it's just an area where I like to be really, really just aware, more quiet, more listening to what's around me. So I'm just going to show you more and talk less. Let me tell you guys, these woods, full of animals. Let's see if we can make it down by the brook and see what's going on down by the brook. Wow, a lot of trees down. There's another big tree down right there. Let's see if I can point it out right here. Wow. Yeah, that one came right down, huh? Two of them. Changing the scenery around here. Alright, let's get down to the water.